Hello everyone. So today we are going to see one of the real scenario case into the Python where we will read the image and we will change the color of the images. Like in the cell phone, you have seen that if you want to change the color of any of the image, right? If you want to make it dark color, light color, or into the black and white images, right? So what concept actually is inbuilt in the backend? So we are going to discuss about this. So for that one, we require the some libraries over here. So when we have to go for the image related, so I just need to import the PIL library, which is a Python image library. So from this, I'm just going to import the image. Second, I just want to import NumPy library as NP. So NumPy I have used where I will show you the dimensions of the images, right? When any of the images is going to read, so how in the dimensional form it gets created. Next one, I just want to show you the image into the x-axis and y-axis into the plot area. So I'm just gonna use the Matplotlib library. And from this, I want to draw the graph. So pyplot as PLT. Then here, matplotlib inline. Okay. So now I'm just gonna capture all this one. So see, I have executed. So all these required libraries has been imported successfully. Right. So before I move further, just need to give you a glimpse on this NumPy. So how the NumPy array gets created and how actually the array gets reflect. So if I show this to you, I'm just creating the ones underscore array equals to np dot ones. It means the array should get created here and the number will reflect as a one. Okay, so 5, 5 is what? The number of rows will be 5 and number of columns will be 5. If I execute and now if I show you ones underscore array, now you can see it has been created successfully, right? If you see here, it is reading the data into the float. You can see after the one, the decimals are coming. If you do not require the decimal, then here you can also do one more important thing. What is that? You can change the data type here. We have the one parameter d type. If I just give this integer, execute, and now if I execute again this one array, you can see the decimal has been removed from this, right? Now, so in this manner, actually the images will get captured. Okay, when you will just perform into this Python in the backend, so images will capture into this n-dimensional array. Now, I'm just gonna read one image, which I have this horse image. Okay, so I just want to read this image first of all. So for that one, I require the path of this image. So I'm just gonna copy the path of this image. And now here, I will use one variable horse underscore img and image dot open. I have given this path and I want to read this image, so I will just put this R here. If I execute here, the image has been captured. If you want to see the image, put this variable and enter it. Now you can see this image has been captured into the Python, right? Now I just want to get the array of this image, right? Array of this image. So here I'm just creating one variables horse underscore array, which is np dot as array of which image? Horse underscore img. Now if I run this and if I show you horse underscore array, so you can see this is n-dimensional array of this horse image. You can see this one, right? You can see this is a shape here, right? This is a shape. Data type is UI int, uint, right? So now this is what? This is a n-dimensional array. If I show you the type of horse underscore array. If I show this to you, you can see this is what? N-dimensional array, right? This is what? This is a n-dimensional array. Great. Now, if you want to create one another variable where you want to copy this n-dimensional array, right? Example, I'm just going to create another one variable example. I say horse img1, where I just want to copy the dimensionals array of this image, right? So I will say this dot copy. So whatever the n-dimensionals array we had for that one, it is going to store into this variable now. So if I show this to you, execute, see the same dimensions you are getting it. So in this manner, you can copy that one. Okay. Now I just want to show into this plot, right? So I just want to show into this plot area. So into x axis and y axis, where you will see this shape over here. So now plt dot im show. Now into this, what we have to do, this is my variable. Now into this list here, what we have to do is I'm just gonna pass this 0 here. I just need to read the image from here, and that image needs to reflect into my x-axis and y-axis coordinates. So if I just go here, see it is running, and you can see that. Look, image, I have just given this coordinates over here, right? I have given this coordinates over here, right? If normal image, if you just want to read it, okay, I'm just giving this normal. I'm not giving anything here, colon 0 or something. If I just give this normal one, if I run this, so you will see your actual image over here. See, this is your actual image color. Can you see that? This is your actual image color. I have not given anything here. But when you will just give here this 0 as a here, right, into this list format. So here you can see your color of the images has got change, right? We can do many more colors formatting here. If I just go here and if I just go for the C map, which is what? Which is basically we use for the color map. So if I'm just gonna give the color as a gray, and now if I execute here, so you will see the image which is going to create now, you can see into the gray color now, right? Now, if in case, if I just give C map, if example, I'm just gonna give the color as, we have a lot of the color, PU, BU, right? If I run this, now you will be able to see, look, this kind of a here, this one, this is related to PUBU, right? So if you will give this, so in this format, this image is going to reflect, correct? So we have a many more CMap color, which we have the library and we can identify. Example, if I just give the next CMap example, I say copper, right? Cooper. Now, if I run this, it is executing and you can see this kind of a color, right? So you have seen in your cell phone, if any of the image related filter, if you change that, you basically see that these kind of images are going to get changed, right? So this is what? This is basically the concept that how we change the color, right? If you want, if you want to save the image, right? If you want to save the image, so you can save the image as well. Okay. So example, if you want to save the image, then what you will do? So here we have the save functionality. So where this is something, if you see, if you observe, this is a plt dot I am show I'm using. So it is showing you into the terms of the x-axis and y-axis. Yes or no? Right? Now here, if I just go, for example, in the gray image, I just want to show. So I'm taking one variable. It's not necessary you have to take this gray. You can take any of the variables. The choice is completely yours. Okay? It is not necessary. So here, what I'm just gonna do is whatever the image I have just captured. So we have taken the one variable horse underscore img, right? So now what I just want here, horse underscore img. Now, this image, I just want to convert image dot convert, right? So if this image, I'm just gonna convert it over here, right? Now, if I show you gray dot show, I'm just gonna use this. Now, if I execute, first of all, see, if you see that this image is going to convert and you can see this black and white image, right? You can see this black and white image. So it has converted your image and image immediately pop up on your screen, right? I say, I just want to show the image which I have just converted, right? Now what I want to save this image as well. So here I can say gray.save. Gray is nothing but a variable. Remember that. So where you want to save that? So I say, I just want to save into this location. Okay. So now here, this is my location where I want to save it. And my file name, I just want to keep like gray horse image dot jpg extension. Okay, this one. Now, in the some cases, it might be you have to use this double slash to save the image. So here I have just given this, and now I'm just gonna execute. Once I execute it, see, it has shown the image to you as well, this one. And now if I go into my folder, you can see gray horse image. This is saved. Look, this one, right? So this is basically the concept that how we capture the images. And if you see, if you observe here, if you observe here, right? So in the bottom, if you see that, you can see the pixels, right? Which is what? Which I have shown you with the help of NP array, right? NP dot as array, correct? So I hope you understood this concept that how we read the image in the backend, right? And how we can change the color and filtrations and all. So this is one of the real scenario things into this Python. Thank you so much, everyone.